What is up, super fam and bro vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be getting into none other than the Lanterns. I am so excited, I am so ready, and I am so lit and excited to be getting into this amazing watch party and review with all of you today. And I hope you guys are excited too. We are here for none other than the season premiere, and I am so bro, I'm hyped. I saw Tristan say this is his most anticipated project of the year, and I mean, come on, people just love Green Lantern, and I am one of those people as well. Whether you were introduced to him as Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, or John Stewart, no matter how you were introduced to Green Lantern, I am so happy that we are all going to be able to experience this show together today. The last live action Lanterns project that we got was with Ryan Reynolds, and that was so many years ago. It's insane to even think about. A lot of people forget that even happened, but it did. The North remembers. You know what I mean? The North remembers for sure. So I hope everybody is excited to get into it. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream if you haven't already, because it helps out tremendously around these parts. I am about to start. I just made a little video. I'm going to share it on TikTok. I'm going to share it on all the platforms that I can. Please make sure you guys go and show some love as well. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I'm partaking in at that particular time. And don't forget to follow the bro, Music City Soul. He's in the chat right now. He is the dopest guy around. Make sure you follow him on all platforms as well. We got a good ecosystem going around here, so I hope you guys are ready to lock in with us. Yo, did I just delete? Oh no, that's a yeah. That's fine. I was about to be sick. I thought I deleted that video that I just did, but I had tried to record a video on my Android phone, and I just can't get with the Android quality, man. I might be tweaking, but I just can't get with the Android quality. You know what I mean? I just can't get with it. Mike Beasy is not here for the watch party with us today, mainly because I haven't figured out how to get the watch party down just yet when it's multiple people on stream. I know how to do it for the Discord. I know how to do it for other things, but I don't know how to get it for the stream just yet because, of course, we're not able to show everything. So I have to do a ton of other things on the production side on my end to try to figure that out. But we're going to be getting to a place to where maybe one of these days we will be able to get a full-blown watch party and review going here. But like BZ just said, he's going to be in the chat cooking, answering questions, trying to keep things non-spoilery, making sure none of you are outside of the realm of shenanigans. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. Shout out to our guy DJ FXLR8 behind the scenes as well. Even though my guy doesn't be around for the watch parties too much, but we still appreciate my guy DJ, and he's always behind the scenes doing something. Who knows what it is, but I promise you, right now he's probably sharing the stream or something like that, because he's been doing pretty solid at that lately as well. So big shout out to DJ. We definitely appreciate you guys. We got the website up and going. I'm hoping this week I'll be able to actually do a lot of legwork on the website, so that way you guys will be able to go to that website, see the Marvel Bros stuff, see some stuff that's going on with Minder, maybe some other of the businesses that I deal with, and so on and so forth. And just so you guys will be able to see the articles that are being dropped, the scoops that are being dropped from Beezy, the articles by me, the reviews by me. There's just so much stuff going on there, you guys. So we'll start talking about it more and promoting it more, but that'll be happening very soon. There's just some final touches that I really want to get down on there that I haven't got down yet, but once we got that, you guys will be there. You'll be the first ones to know about it, okay? If you haven't already, make sure you drop all your thoughts, theories, and opinions in the comment section down below, because we want to know how you guys are feeling about today's episode of Lanterns, man. I really want to know what everybody is thinking about it. What are your thoughts? If you guys are hyped for the Lantern show on HBO Max, please drop a 1 in the chat. If you are not hyped for the Lanterns show on HBO Max, drop a 2 in the chat. And if you're just happy to be here vibing with some bros, vibing with some fellow nerds, make sure you drop a 3 in the chat, okay? So there's a couple of rules around here, all right? All opinions are welcome, of course, but if you're abrasively crazy, bro, we just ain't going in with that. If you ain't got no opinions that are rooted in fact, we ain't going in with that, right? Emotions are fine, but you got to be able to separate the facts from emotions and your opinions from both. You know what I mean? Because we try to get a good vibe around here. We're all about trying to build a community and having a place where everybody can voice their opinions. Sometimes we debate, sometimes we even argue, but no matter what, we're always respectful as nerds and we're always respectful as a community. So I definitely appreciate everybody that's vibing out with us today. We're excited to check this out. I'm really excited to see Jon Stewart. If I'm not mistaken, this is going to be our first live action Jon Stewart that we've seen, right? Like I know there's been some concept art out there for different characters along the way, but I feel like this is going to be like one of our very first on-screen definitive like lanterns Jon Stewart on the screen. This is actually going to be the first time we have 3 definitive lanterns at the same time for sure. Chat, I'm going to be getting into it with you guys here in a second. Just getting a little A, B, and C stuff out the way. Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and opinions on this in the comment section down below, please. I definitely appreciate you guys. Let's see. Steve jumped in here and said the Green Lantern suit is like everything else ring based, a construct. I know a lot of people were tripping about how the Green Lantern suits actually are going to look in this series, whether that's with Hal Jordan. We obviously know how Guy Gardner looks because we saw him in Superman, and now we're going to be hopefully in this show we also get our first look at Jon Stewart as well. But who knows if that's going to actually be happening, right? Who knows if that's actually going to be happening, but I hope that it does happen. I'm interested in knowing if we do the construct thing at all, or if everyone has to make their own suits, and that's just the vibe of this universe, Because sometimes that just might be the vibe, and I'm not mad at that at all. We finally made it. Let's go. That's right, Beezy. It's been a long time coming, man. We've been waiting for this for a while now, and it's here. It is here. For my comic book readers, temper your expectations. So we kind of talked about this a little bit in the Discord, guys, and that is just the fact that this show is definitely made by HBO Max. I think that's the best thing to say. They are going at this with HBO in mind. They want this to feel like an HBO show. They want the tension to build very similarly to how a HBO show would. But I feel like they're still going to be, like, from the things that we've seen from the trailer so far, it still feels like they will be trying to accommodate a little bit of that nerd vibe. I think that's the best thing to say, right? They don't want to completely forget the nerd vibe, and we know that the creators of the show are also Green Lantern nerds as well. But it's a different tug and pull, man. We really aren't going to know. We really aren't going to know what is actually happening until we get into the show to see how good they're actually balancing that vibe together. But I have high hopes, and I have open mind, high expectations, all that stuff. That's what I like to say. That's kind of the motto around here, guys, is we go into things with high hopes, but obviously we got to have those open expectations as well, because everything is not always what it seems. So we want to have high hopes, but we also high expectations, but all those things, right. Open-minded, but I still have high expectations, right? So we got to be able to really look at what they end up giving us here, and then making the not the best of it, but trying to see what they made the best of when it comes to what we know about the characters, what we love about the characters, and where we can find those gaps to bridge between. If you guys are just now tuning in with us, we have 20 minutes until Lanterns is going to be released here on HBO Max, and I am so ready to check it out, and I hope you guys are too. I love going into thing blind, so I have not watched the 5 minute for the first 5 minutes of the episode that they released. I usually don't watch stuff like that. Like I said, I just really enjoy to go in blind. But I know that this show, all these trailers that we have seen have been fire. I did watch that most recent trailer that we had about 3 weeks ago, and that thing is just absolutely crazy. I really enjoyed it. I was not prepared for it. I'm not sure what trailer they have here, but I'm not opposed to trying to check it out. Let's see what trailer they have here. Let a couple more people maybe tune in with some of their thoughts, some of their theories, some of their questions, and then we'll jump back into chat, see how you guys are doing. And I'll check. Do I have the poll going yet? Oh, I don't have the poll going. So I'll actually I'll put together this poll as we watch this trailer reaction, guys, and then you guys will be able to start voting in it and let me know how you're feeling. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's joining in the chat. I definitely appreciate you. Less than 20 minutes until season premiere of Lanterns. If you haven't already, drop a like, drop a share on the stream, and don't forget to follow us on all platforms. Bro, just aura farming for no reason. You know what I'm saying, man. All right, chat. So I got this. I got the poll up and ready right now. So let me know, chat. How hyped are you for Lanterns? Is it a 10 out of 10? Let's go. Are you very hyped? Are you cautiously optimistic? Or are you just not sure yet? Let me know how you're feeling about it in the comment section down below. And the poll is going out right now for you to vote on. We have less than 15 minutes until this episode is going to be releasing, and we're going to be enjoying it and all of its craziness together. I am so prepared. I am so ready, and I hope that all of you are too. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing this moment of, it's kind of a moment in history in a way, if we're going to be honest, right? This is kind of the first time that we have seen something like this going down. So because of that, I am really hyped. I am really excited, and I can't wait to see what they are going to be doing, you guys. Like, for real, I think it's going to be wild. I think we are in for a treat, you guys. For real. I'm gonna play this one more time. Yo, going green, baby. That's right, going green indeed. Um, let's see. Most anticipated show of the year, Tristan says. The writer's already back in the room to write season 2. This is crazy. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, big shout out to DJ. Secret Weapon, my guy. The website is definitely looking pretty crispy, y'all. It's definitely looking pretty crispy. I think y'all gonna really like it. They're gonna save John's suit for the last episode. That makes sense, Tristan. I mean, why wouldn't they do something like that, right? Why would they not? That makes a lot of sense to do that one. I mean, for them, not for us. It doesn't make sense for us, but it makes sense for them to want to do that. They know that's what we want to see, right? They know that's what we want to see, so they're gonna do everything they can to give it to us. Like, that's it. They're gonna do everything they can to give it to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so far we got a 67% vote on 10 out of 10 hype. Let's go, okay? Everybody is ready right now. We are ready. The poll is up right now. You guys can jump in chat and let me know all your thoughts, theories, and questions for today's episode, because we are going to be getting into it. I'm going to fix my camera right here real quick. So once we are done with the episode, oh man, is it going to reach? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, once we're done with the episode, I want to be able to. Uh, well, I like standing up, chat. I don't know if y'all know, but sometimes I like to stand. You know, while we do Marvel Bros, I don't want to just sit the whole time. So, I got to set up the other camera angle here. I meant to do it beforehand, but I didn't. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Then if I hit that, boom. Oh no. And that. Wow. Okay. And then as we stand up, lift that up a little bit more. Boom. And then we'll turn this off. This camera can go off. There we go. And then y'all should be able to see me all fine and dandy. Maybe turn this back on and make it smaller over here. Yeah. Bam. All right. How's that look, chat? Does that look good? Okay? Does that look okay? Whether we're here or here, we want to make sure that we're having a good time. And then let me see if I hit that. Does that still work the way we need it to? Episode 1 is out? No, episode 1 is not out. We still have a little while until episode 1 releases, not too long. But we do have a little while until we will have the release of episode 1. And when I say not too long, I mean exactly 10 minutes, chat. So this is your final chance to get any of your thoughts, your theories, or questions for episode 1 out so we can talk about it here live with other nerds getting into all the good nerdy goodness. Let's see. Again, what's up with it, Hunter? Appreciate everyone tuning in. I believe a few years ago they confirmed that Lanterns will be the one that was set up. Oh, that'll set up the antagonist for the JL team. Oh, wow. Okay. I see what you're saying. So this is supposed to set up the team for Justice League or the villain for Justice League. I feel like I remember hearing something like that, Tristan. I'm not going to lie. I do feel like I remember hearing someone say something similar to that before. I can't remember if that was something we talked about in the cord or not, though. I'm going to be honest because I know we talk about a lot of stuff in the cord. But I just can't remember right now. We actually covered Lantern. Okay, so we did talk about that. I knew it sounded a little familiar, but I couldn't recall entirely. You know what I mean? Like I really couldn't recall. I was like, wait a minute, what was going on there? You know? It was a Scoop Central report. Okay. I think I actually do remember that. Yo, I am so thirsty right now. I might have to go run and get some water real quick because your boy is parched. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, that's a good question, Tristan. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder who the villain will be as well. I think we're gonna have. I don't know, man. I think they're doing a lot of things to be able to finesse us about the villain. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those things to where it's like, yeah, this villain could be exactly who you think it is, or it could not be exactly who you think it is at all. And, I know a lot of us are kind of nervous about the direction that they take with Hal Jordan here because, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. One second. My wife is little. She's blocked in. Well, you gotta close it so I can move it. All right, there you go. No, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, if that all checks out, that'll be another scoop for us because I definitely remember talking about um the villain being set up here. And if not the villain, if it was, if I don't remember the exact villain, I remember us saying that it will set up the Justice League at the very least. You know, even because we didn't know what the villain situation was going to be at the time. So, you know, now that we've had a little more time to sit with some stuff and we know a little bit about what's going to be going on with Man of Tomorrow, I feel like that's definitely given us an even more of an advantage to kind of make a better educated guess as to what happens here. But, you know, also, we can't forget that, you know, this show is going to be and like kind of always has been tailored to the HBO Max fan. It's basically a way to kind of get the HBO Max fan deeper into the universe of the DCU and hopefully be able to convert some people that want to take these stories that take these stories a little more seriously, hopefully being able to convert them over into actual serious viewers of the wider DC universe as well, not just being sanctioned to this one show. So, you know, that's kind of the hope, and to get a little bit more overlap here and there, but we're not entirely sure exactly what's going to be going on. So, um, we'll see. Yo, what's up with it, Maverick? How you doing, G? Welcome in, Mav. I hope you're having a good day today. Good to see you back, yo. Maverick is one of our newest super fam out here that's been rocking and rolling with us at least for the last 2 weeks. I can say for sure I've seen Maverick consistently. So I definitely appreciate you, Mav, for showing up and showing out. Same with Tristan and all of that. But our guy Mav is definitely one of the newest bro Vengers around, or super fam around. Excuse me. Oh yeah. What time is it, chat? Oh man, we got less than 5 minutes until this episode jumps off, y'all. Are you ready to rumble? You feel me? Let me know how y'all are feeling. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions as we get more and more close to this thing now. Let's get rocking and rolling, man. I'm ready, you guys. Clark recruiting John would be crazy. I agree, bro. That would be absolutely wild to see him pull up. Almost like how they did the corny thing at the end of Black Adam and had like Superman pull up to talk to him. If they did something similar to that, but instead it's Superman pulling up to, you know, Lantern being like, hey, buddy, what's happening? I wouldn't be mad at that. Honestly, I would not be mad at that at all. Is that a Shaquille O'Neal top or Kal-El? Nah, buddy. You feel me? We out here rocking. We rocking for Big Krypton. Yeah, Matt been showing up for a couple weeks for sure. Yeah, bro. It's been crazy. We've been seeing bro more and more. Appreciate you tuning in. Love the Green Lantern animated series. Yeah, bro. That was definitely a banger. Legit question though. It is a legit question. You're right. It is a legit question. All right, chat. 2 minutes. Oh, sorry about that. 2 minutes. Oh, I'm happy this is happening here now so I can fix this. Bam. We got T minus 2 minutes until we get into this episode here. All right. Go and make sure you guys grab all your snacks. Go grab your popcorn. Grab anything you need because we are about to get into this episode today, guys. Please let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing. We appreciate everybody that is tuning in with us on today's watch party and review of the season premiere for Lanterns. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you follow us on all platforms at Marvel Bros, at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. Drop those green hearts in the chat if you guys are hyped and ready for Lanterns, man. We are all the way turned up right now. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. It is about that time to get into it, man. We are literally moments away. I'm looking at the clock. We are at, it is 5:59:40, so we got 20 seconds until the time is now, baby. Okay, we are here. We are ready. I'm going to be refreshing. I know you guys are probably refreshing on your side. Okay, I know everybody is hyped. Let's get that exclamation point sync in the chat just to answer any questions that y'all might have going into it. And it is 6 o'clock on the dot. Chat, season 1 should be up. The episode should be up. Are we here? Are we ready? Season 1, episode 1, 57 minutes long. Oh, this is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're ready because I know that I am too. It is not a drill. On 3, we will press play and enjoy this episode together. All right? I hope y'all ready because I know I am. It is time for the watch party and review of Lanterns, the first Green Lantern show of its kind, and we are going to be watching it here live on Marvel Bros with all of you. On 3, we will press play and enjoy this episode together. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, chat. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. Let's get those green hearts in the chat if you are hyped and ready to go too.
You guys ready? There's no way to know where we're gonna land.
I'm not watching that. Oh, snap. I forgot. Let's move this over here. DC Studios, baby. Oh, we're getting straight into it.
Tonight, a 60 Minutes exclusive.
60
10
minutes?
years ago, no one on Earth was aware we were already under the protection of someone calling himself Green Lantern. Then, without warning, he made himself known, dramatically stopping a meteor from devastating Victoria Falls.
Oh, wow.
Or at least he made himself partially known. Here now, we bring you the first ever heart-to-heart with a superhero.
Oh.
Are you nervous?
I don't get nervous. Part of the job description.
Of course.
Excited.
In that case, who are you?
I'm Hal Jordan.
Yo!
Marcus, you're gonna get us all in trouble. Just watch the window.
Gonna get us in trouble from what?
So, what do you want the world to know about you?
I'm an Air Force veteran. I'm a former test pilot. And really,
Drop the lore on us. Yep, here's the lore. Ho, 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 ho. Mmm. Oh. His daddy is like, yo, we the real heroes. Superheroes ain't the real heroes. I feel like that's the vibe his dad is on. Yo! Excuse the hell out of me? I think not, buddy. Nah. That's crazy. I was born in 96. Bro was getting apples shot off his head in my birth year. Oh, come on, bro. Lock in. Nah, that's crazy. Oh, so he's just egging them on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Bro, barrel rolled out the car. Oh, let's go. Okay, we got our first look at the powers immediately. Oh, intro. Quick, fast. I like that. I like that, chat. I like that. Quick, fast intro. Bro said he tried to kill me. Why is my stuff tweaking? What's happening? I don't even have a lot of stuff open. I was about to say. Bruh, hey, this is some crazy training. You ain't lying, Beezy. His dad shooting apples off his head at 11 years old. Hal just throwing him off a cliff in a car. What? Yo, why is my thing loading? What? I've never had to deal with something like this before. I have no idea what's going on. Is anyone's else stuff buffering? Oh. Why don't you? Yo, so we have 10 years ago. Okay, this is crazy. What? There's hail. There's hail in Rushville, Nebraska. What? Lanterns don't have trainees from the same sector. Is anybody else having buffering problems with HBO Max right now? One in the chat if HBO Max keeps buffering on you. Two in the chat if it doesn't. Like, is this just a me issue that's going on right now? That's cool though. Bubble wrap. Mm. Yeah. There's hail in Rushville. Oh, bro just took off. Yeah, F bombs left and right. So many F bombs, bro. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, backup consciousness. So like a sidekick is crazy. Yeah, backup consciousness is Lantern's lore. Hey man, all I'm gonna say is like I think comic book fans are low key eating with like the lore and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think the lore is pretty solid so far. They dropped Farron 4. They dropped the backup consciousness. We learned a lot about lanterns already. Hal hasn't backed up in 10 years. Hal slick racist? Nah, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, like no one see. If this is a mass shooting, this is the calmest mass shooting I've ever seen in my life. Oh, dead aliens. Yo, this is about to be. I'm actually having a really, really, really good time with this so far. Let's get a quick check. Lord, what is it? Is exclamation point temp? Let's get a temp check, chat. How you feeling about the show so far? Drop an emoji in the chat. Let us know. Okay. He's a really good detective. Mad perceptive. Yeah. Hail equals aliens. Does Hal know his daddy? That's my real question. Oh. I like that bruh has not like that boy moving, bruh. Is he about to just jump over the fence? Nope. Yeah, bro, turned the burners on. Woo! Moving. Ooh! Punch the shit out that boy. Nah. The OG looking at him like, bro, what is he doing? Did he just put the same song in order multiple times? Mm. Here we go. It's out right now, Matt Aim. Welcome in. We're about 30 minutes into the episode, fam. Ooh. Oh. uh. Uh. Oh, wow. Ah. Yeah, we're having a good time so far, Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh. Uh, Alien. He said, bro, I won't step in one bit. Don't worry your pretty little head. Like they beating his ass in the background. Hey, reminiscent of the Superman talk with Lois. Mm. Yeah, you're right, Manny Fresh. It's more in the vein of True Detective. Wait, Earth has one lantern. True Detectives changed their picture to lanterns? That's awesome. Oh! Well, I'll be damned. Immediately cracked. That's insane. Bro cracked immediately. What in the world? The Green Lantern Corps, baby. Uh, the Green Lantern Corps. Who's this? William Macon. He can fly. Her husband. Ah. Oh. And that's how we get the you have to stay here thing. Ooh, that's great. He doesn't believe in anything that causes no enjoyment. Yeah, bro, he's giving vibes, bro. Yo. Yo, they got a small army out here. Militia. Hey, yo, this is the most country militia I'd have never seen. Ooh. She looked like she don't want to be married to that dude even slightly. Riz Jordan. Riz Jordan and Riz Stewart out here making it happen. Red's Lanterns. Yes, sir. I absolutely despise when people bring a six pack. I don't know what it is about it. Yeah. You didn't look me up? Nah, bruh. Six packs is not it, bro. Nah, bro. You got if you're not bringing a 12 pack, it got to start at 12. You feel me? A six pack is crazy. Like there's three people there in the room right now. Oh, three people. Oh, you telling me only they can have two beers each? And there's still hella other people there. This sucks. But a 12 pack, that gotta be it. Oh shit, bro knows about the aliens. So 96. Wow. That changes everything. He raises to his cra- I guess he did say son. Yeah, I guess so. You're right. You're right. The ring is powered by Riz. Yo, exactly. What's up with it, Aya or AA? I'm gonna say Aya. Wow, thank you for that information, Mr. Whiteman. Yeah, I don't trust him either, John. I don't trust him even an ounce. So everyone racist against aliens except John. Yeah, that's facts. Ooh, ah, ha, 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 ha. Bro, he cracked and didn't even know her name. Yeah, bro, you messed up. Of course you drank all their beer. There's 30 people there, and he brought a six pack. Where did he get another car? Mm. Ooh. Mm. Oh, it's spicy! It's spicy! He. Yo, nah, that's crazy. Mm. No hidden antennas. Dang. 14? Whoa. We're all aliens. It just depends what planet we're standing on. Yeah, shows out. War hero. Mm, okay. Yeah, bro's Googling it. Oh shit. Ooh. Ooh. Don't care. No evil shall us. Thank you so much. Oh, bro exploded. Wow. Wow. Wait, was none of this modern day? Wait, none of that was. I don't think I knew none of that was modern day. What the hell? Oh, I didn't even realize it said 2016. Okay, thank you for that. I didn't even see that. Yo, look at what? 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 Oh, bruh. R.I.P. Oh, man. R.I.P. Rich Jordan, dude. For real, for real. That's crazy. What a banger first episode to start off with this Lantern show. Chat, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I know that I sure did. This was insane, bro. What a great way to start this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did because wow. Wow. That was great. Let's start the next poll. How are you guys feeling about Lanterns so far? Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and opinions, yo. For real. Because this has been crazy way to start. A crazy way to start. Wow. Crazy start to this show, chat. I think they're actually about to drop the trailer for next week here. Oh no. Where's Cam 2? Let's turn that on. There we go. Chat. Wow. What a crazy episode that was. What a crazy episode that was, man. Literally such a good way to start, bro. I really gotta say. I'm enjoying this show fully. Entire show just now. Wow. They just showed us the entire show. What a dope. All right, let's get it.
Replacement. Hal does not want to be replaced. And what is the push and pull of that
Let's get it. I'm going to run to the bathroom while this is playing, chat. Tell me all your thoughts, all your
The
theories.
death of Hal Jordan is probably the most controversial idea that we had.
When I first read this script, I was kind of shocked. It just took me aback. I was like, oh, that's going to be a good show.
It's a powerful moment, and it's a moment of severity. Even knowing it doesn't prepare you for it, particularly because Kyle and I have formed such a close friendship. There is the scene, and then it's compounded by the friendship we actually have. So it was very emotional.
We were telling a story over 2 different time periods about the relationship of these 2 men to each other, but also to this ring and to this job.
Tell me how you got it. The ring.
Well, I got it the old-fashioned way. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have.
Hal Jordan at the beginning of the series feels like a bit of a beat-up has-been. You feel like you're meeting a rule breaker. This isn't somebody you could necessarily rely on. He certainly doesn't feel like Earth's Green Lantern.
It almost seems like you want to die, Hal Jordan. Does that not violate your precious oath?
One of the things that Chris, Tom, and I talked about before we even onboarded the other writers are like, what are the non-negotiable ingredients that need to be in a show called Lanterns? And one of those things was the oath. We have to get it into the pilot in some way.
In brightest day and blackest night,
Don't.
no evil shall escape my sight.
It's essential to the character. It connects them to what makes the Green Lanterns different than other superheroes, which is the fact that they're part of a community. We're meeting a Hal that's in a very sort of cynical moment in his life, who's kind of done it all, but there's still some things he takes seriously.
Beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
So when the alien does that and uses kind of that voice of like, this is so stupid, that really bugs him, because to Hal that's sacred.
There's something about
Bro, don't you shit on him. Oh my
and
goodness.
he does the best he can. The only problem is
Sometimes,
it's not right.
sometimes your
The
best
initial
ain't
hook
good
for me When I
enough.
first read a Hal Jordan comic book was like, oh, this guy's superpower is his imagination. This ring
Yeah.
is really an antenna by which he broadcasts
Ooh,
his
ho, ho, ho.
creativity.
This ring is a dangerous weapon. When and if to use it, that's the whole
Beautiful.
ballgame, Junior.
The first time I saw the ring was a moment of just pure joy. Everything feels real.
Sorry,
It's a pretty
forgot bro was British.
mundane prop. It's not Excalibur. It's just a ring. But Green Lantern isn't Green Lantern without the ring.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? No.
That ring is fire too. I really like
No
their
human
ring.
has ever been a Green Lantern before Hal Jordan got that ring. The pressure of being the first person to ever do this job, you can't underestimate how important that is in the mythology of Hal. The idea of living up to what the public thinks you are as a superhero, that's tiring. So in some ways, I think Hal didn't even want it anymore, and yet if it was taken from him, then Hal lost his identity.
Just when the audience thinks they've settled in and they know what the rules are, we've just detonated the episode. And there's a moment where John reaches down to lift his dead hand, and you see that neither John's hand nor Hal's is wearing the ring.
Crazy. Like,
So
how is that
who is
even
Green Lantern
possible?
now? Or at least, who has taken the ring?
I didn't even know you could steal a ring like that, chat. I'm going to be so honest. I had no idea that was even possible. Hey, man, what a great first episode that was, ladies and gentlemen. I really enjoyed that episode, and I hope that you guys did too. Okay? We just got done watching the season premiere of Lanterns, and I think that we are off to a fantastic start. Whether you are a fan of true detective shows or a fan of Lanterns, I think that this show has a little bit of everything for you. But if you are looking for a non-stop action-packed thrill ride of a show, I don't know if this is exactly the show for you. And I am myself having a really good time with what this show is setting out to be so far. They are not sleeping on the Green Lantern lore, the Green Lantern core, or building the overall world of the DCU. And I think that is just great, bro. I really have a wonderful time watching this show today. I had no idea to what depths we would truly be going to, but I feel where we were able to go with both Hal and John, respectively and distinctively, really set us up for a solid show. And then that crazy banger of an ending that they gave us really is going to keep us on our toes for the rest of this show. I was able to write down some notes here about what happened during the episode, and I'm going to go through some of them and try not to be too spoilery about anything, mostly just setting the stage of what this Green Lantern and what this universe has kind of set up so far within this show. So we're going to talk about it here in just a second, but let me know how you guys have been feeling about the Lantern show so far. We are only one episode in, and we will be covering the entire show here live on Marvel Bros every Sunday starting at 5:15 p.m. with the show starting at 6 p.m. and that is for Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you guys here every single week. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. Okay, so this episode, we basically have three different eras, if you will, that we are kind of existing within. That is 1996, 2016, and 2026. Okay, so that is pretty solid. So we're starting in 1996, we're skipping 20 years to 2016, and then we are skipping another 10 years to get to 2026. Okay, so this show has overall set up a good bit of eras from one thing to the next, and I really enjoyed that. They also started off basically straight up talking about Farron 4. Mike Beasy, if you can, please give us a little bit of more lore on what Farron 4 actually is. At this point in time in 2016, John Stewart is 2 months into his Green Lantern training with Hal Jordan, okay? So he is not even really doing anything. He hasn't been practicing with the ring yet. He's been doing absolutely nothing at this point other than shadowing Hal Jordan in different ways and trying to catch up with him, whether that be taking a flight or, just, doing something along those lines, right? Like, it's crazy. He's doing everything he can to keep up with Hal, and it kind of seems like Hal is doing everything he can to make sure that John does not keep up with him. Okay, so that's kind of the premise of how we start this. And we also find out that Lanterns don't usually have trainees from the same sector. And the way we find this out is because we see that, again, they're following the lore, but the Green Lantern ring has been... They basically update their they have a backup consciousness within the ring, which Hal Jordan... past Hal Jordan, basically explains as the Cloud. So we might actually have another year that we follow in this story, and that be 2006, because there are essentially, it's a 40-year story. Essentially, we're telling this story across 40 years, starting in 1996 and then is ending in present day 2026. So since we're in 2016 with Hal Jordan and John Stewart, then that means his backup is from 2006. So again, we have four separate 10-year gaps between each of these things that are happening. Okay, so that is one thing that we should all remember and keep in our minds as we continue through this show, is that probably next week I would not be surprised if we do start in 2006 with that backup in order to really get that full story, or that might be something that they wait until about episode 5 for, when we are actually halfway through the show. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, chat. Keep that in mind, all right? And what this backup consciousness version, this 2006 version of Hal Jordan, is telling our 2016 version of Jon Stewart, we will have to categorize these characters by the time. So whenever you guys are talking about something, make sure you talk about the time as well, or the era, if you will, of this character, so we can make sure we're all on the same page. All right. But what this 2006 Hal Jordan tells our 2016 Jon Stewart is that there's hail in Rushville, Nebraska. We end up finding out that hail equals aliens, and that is the way we kind of understand that Hal is telling himself something. Now, they're also supposed to back up their consciousness regularly, right? This is something that they're supposed to be doing, is constantly backing up that consciousness, but they are not doing that. He did not do that, right? He hasn't backed up since 2006. 10 years it has taken him to back up, and I believe he said something like it's supposed to be like every year or every 6 months. I don't remember the exact time frame on what the backup consciousness was. If you know it, please put it in the comments so we can talk about it. But yeah, then we're in Rushville, Nebraska, where we find out there are dead aliens that are going on. We find out about Hal's test pilot origin and how he got the ring from Nebraska, from Abin Sur, who had crash landed at basically the point where all of these aliens died. So we have a lot of strings, we have a lot of stories, we have a lot of things happening concurrently right now, and it is looking really solid. If you guys are just now tuning in, we have finished Lanterns season 1 premiere, and man, it was such a good way to start this show, and I hope you guys are all locked in and ready to go with it. Okay, so let me know how you guys are feeling about it in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is it too slow for you? Because this is a true detective type of show where it will be a slow boil of finding out all of the information and things that are going on. So I want to know from you, chat, how you're feeling about it. So let me get a 1 in the chat if you guys have been enjoying this so far and are enjoying the mystery, enjoying the story. And let me get a 2 in the chat if this is maybe not your exact cup of tea and you're looking for something a little bit more, or are waiting for it to turn up a little bit more. Either way. Okay. All right. And then BZ, I think you just told us what Farron 4 is a planet of diplomatic and peace relation meetings, basically the UN for space. Okay, that's awesome. Actually, that's incredible. So yeah, they're doing a lot of world building. They're doing a lot of lore. They're really sinking and setting us up. Okay, I'm enjoying it. All right, chat. So that's kind of oh yeah, and then of course we end the episode. Oh, and we find out that the Guardians didn't even want humans to have rings. So again, they are following everything pretty closely to what it is. Yeah. Yeah, and then of course we end the episode in 2026 with the death of Hal Jordan. Insane episode, chat. Insane episode. Let me know if you guys have any theories as to who could have took out our guy, Hal Jordan. There's just a lot happening here, man. I mean, so much going on. And now it also makes sense as to why they were talking about. I was so confused as to why they were saying like Guy Gardner, like there was only one, Green Lantern and all this stuff. I'm like, bruh, that's just not the truth. So it's like, did Hal Jordan's ring go to Green Lantern? No, I think we already saw the distinct differences in what those rings look like. So maybe that's not exactly what's happening, but I'm just not sure. We know Sinestro is here. We've seen him in 2 different scenes now, and I don't think those were the same scenes either. And I think one of the scenes that we saw, he was not even in prison like we see from the other time when we first saw him in the trailer. He was in prison in that scene. So, it makes me really think what we got going on here and what we're about to do and where we're about to go from here. So, yeah. Beezy also said Hal being the rule breaker, pretty spot on. He's always bumped heads with the Guardians, okay? So I want to say, how about this, chat? On a scale of 1 to 10, how comic accurate or lore accurate do you think that this show has been? If those are two different questions, then you can give two different numbers. But you can say comic accuracy this percentage, lore accuracy this percentage. What are you guys thinking? And while you enter that information, we can also get a temp check in chat, so we can see how everyone is feeling. Exclamation point temp. Let's get that temp check so we can see how you guys are all feeling about that, okay? And of course, if you have not already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. You know big YouTube does everything that they can do to stop us from shining. So please help us by liking, by sharing with your friends and all other fellow nerds so we can all enjoy this awesome show together. Okay, I'm going to scroll up and see some of the... So everyone racist against aliens except John. Yeah, that is crazy. Like I love how they were able to show us what the Macon dad said of like, yo, let's try to keep everyone who's not from this planet off this planet or whatever, and these aliens. And then they just counter that almost immediately with Jon Stewart saying everyone is an alien. It just depends on what planet you're on. I love it, man. I love it. Those were bars coming from Jon Stewart. There were a lot of bars that actually happened in this show today. Let's see. Shout out to Harry Potter. Yeah. It was really funny to hear them talking about Harry Potter when we all know that there's a Harry Potter show releasing in December. Hey, no one is bluffing in this show. Everybody that done says something's going on, they done let it be known that it's going on. You feel me? Yeah, a few comments made earlier in the show definitely tipped their hat to the ending, as well as him just kind of sitting there and chilling. You know what I mean? Like where he was. Like, yeah, bro, that was definitely awesome. I really like that. Damn, my boy dropped the mic. Oh, you heard that? Yeah, I did. It rolled right off of the table, bro. I can't wait a week for this. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Can't wait to recap this tomorrow on the show. If you guys don't know, every Monday following Lanterns, me and Mike Beasy will be live on Marvel Bros doing an after show for Lanterns. So you guys are definitely going to want to subscribe, turn on that notification bell, because we will be going live every Monday to break down these episodes in depth, talk about all of the Easter eggs, break down the scenes, and really go like bar for bar with what the show is doing, and then nerding out, and as well as building the future or looking to the future to see what this show is going to actually be building up to. So make sure you guys are there. Like I said, every single Monday. I think it's set for 4 p.m. PST or 5 p.m. PST. I can't remember. I think it's 4 p.m. PST because I know Monday Night Raw starts at 6 p.m. PST, and we try to be done before Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? That's what the goal is to start at 4 p.m. and then be done before Monday Night Raw. That's all Pacific Standard Time, mind you, chat. So, let us know if you're going to be there. Let us know how you're feeling about it, yo, okay? I definitely want to know. Like I said, I think that this show I think it's done a pretty good job, of handling both lore, world building, semi-comic accuracy. I don't know if we've ever really seen a Hal Jordan this old also dealing with a Jon Stewart so young. So a lot of that stuff is new in this take, in this area, and I like that, man. I think it works. I think it makes a lot of sense for this story, for what they are doing with this universe. It builds it up very nicely. And you can almost look at Hal Jordan as being this universe's Iron Man. That's kind of the vibe of what they set up. So instead of saying that I am Iron Man, it's more like I am Green Lantern and aliens exist. You know what I mean? It's kind of more of that scenario. So you can picture how different this world is and has been shaped because of knowing that aliens have existed since 1996, and then being in present day with an alien who is Superman being the most like superhero of superheroes on the planet. So there is a really good progression of lore and world building happening just in the backgrounds of this show, with just offhanded comments and things that are happening there. So, you know what I mean? Like that is that's definitely there. Anawag Bebop said this episode was boring. Oh man, I'm sorry that you felt that way, Anna. Let us know why you felt that it was boring. Was it too slow? Did you expect to see a lot of action? What were you looking for? The rest of the series is us flashing back through their time together. I dig it. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Now I'm wondering, because look, we did this episode starting in the past and then going to the future. I wonder if next episode we start in the future, or modern day rather, and then head to the past. I think that would be a really cool juxtaposition that they do there. Yo, what's up with the George? What man? My guy George, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to George too. George and Maverick both. They've been rocking for at least the last couple of weeks, man. And they have been there. My guy George is always in the cuts, in the shadows. He just be vibing. I appreciate you, yo. About to watch now, yes, sir. Hal became a Green Lantern in 1986. He was interviewed on TV in 1996. He started training John in 2016. And in 2026, we see Jon Stewart with the facial hair like in the comics. Yes, yes, yes. And then in 2006, that was the last time that Hal Jordan actually backed up his consciousness. So that is actually a really solid progression of life, essentially. So that's actually 50 years of lore going on right there. $50 years of lore. Also, welcome into the chat, Samir. Appreciate you. Great first episode. Great episode indeed. And they both don't have the ring. How interesting. And we got that Abensur name drop, which is crazy. Yeah, Hal is definitely a loose cannon, and I feel like they are embracing that loose cannonness of Hal Jordan entirely. Like I think they are fully embracing him being a loose cannon, for a lack of better words, and I think that's really cool. Mystery to solve in 2016 and 2026. Really, there's a mystery in every year, if we're going to be honest, right? Like 1986, when he got the ring, is actually the core of the mystery because he was taken back to Nebraska where Abensur was, right? And that's where he died. So that is one big mystery as to who killed him and how he died in its own right? And then we go into 2006. So there is a reason why that was his last backup. So that is another mystery that we need to figure out as to why that was the last time that Hal did do a backup, because we have no clue as to what happened there. And then there is an entirely separate mystery from both of those mysteries in 2016 about the new aliens that have died. And then yet again, there is another mystery in 2026 with the death and the fall of Hal Jordan. So it's definitely crazy, bro. Yeah, that after credit trailer for the rest of the season was absolutely fire. HBO definitely has another hit on their hands. I'm here for it, man. I think the majority of people will enjoy this. I think after the first 3 episodes, you'll get a little bit better of a tone of people understanding what this show has to offer. And then you're going to have those people that are just waiting for the big CGI fight, and then you're going to have the people that are going to be so irritated with the big CGI fight. So yeah, this is going to be, this is going to be a good couple of weeks, man, and I'm here for every ounce of this nerdiness, chat. So far, I'll give it an 8. They completely changed Jon Stewart's dad from the comics. Yeah, Jon Stewart's dad was like Jon Stewart's dad's mad different, bro. Like, whoa. Very true. They are all rocking with the Lex mindset. I'm wondering if that's the way we get our into like the League of Villains or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or something. If we get a team of these type of people doing this type of stuff, and then no doubt in Man of Tomorrow that they will be facing some type of alien threat there as well. So you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot going on. I give it a 9. Love the feel of it. True detective with a DC spin. Yes, sir. That's a beautiful way to put it. What's up with the Ninthers, sir? Yes, that is a My Hero poster. That indeed is a My Hero poster that you see. Yep. Love it. Love it. I also have a Odyssey poster that I haven't hung up yet, but I'm planning on putting that up very soon. So, yes, sir. Honestly, don't care how accurate it is to the comics. They're not making it to a one-of-one adaptation. Yeah, that's very true. That's true. I mean, it's not going to be a one-of-one adaptation. This is definitely their own take on it, for sure. Really hoping the villains are aliens because it seems they are hitting it might not be by season's end. Yeah, I think there's a kind of like a humans kidnap alien, use alien weapons to do stuff, have maybe alien like workers or alien slaves or some crazy shit like that. That's kind of the vibe that I think they're going, especially with the ranch and all of that. Like, and them like everybody being so racist towards aliens in that area of that, and then them thinking that they can lock in with Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart being very pro alien for a lack of better words. I feel like that is a very clear, distinct overlap that they're trying to do there. Yep, exactly. Make sure you guys pull up tomorrow for the deep dive. Maybe Sinestro killed Hal and stole his ring. It's possible, man. That's definitely possible because, it looks like, though, I don't know, man. It looks like Sinestro might not just be a bad guy in this show. There was definitely a moment in that in that post-credit trailer that they did for the rest of the season. And that definitely gave some vibes as Sinestro like begging Hal not to do something. Like he's like, Hal, no! Or he's like, Hal! Or something like that. But it doesn't seem like in a villainous way. It kind of seems like in a pleading way more so. But I might just have took that out of context. I am Hal Jordan and I am Green Lantern and also these aliens. Yeah, exactly, bro. So true. Really looking forward to seeing how this mystery unfolds. I agree. Let me get a 1 in the chat if you guys are happy about this mystery that we have unfolding here in front of us. Do you think that they've set it up enough for it to be the main source of a question throughout this season? I think they've done a really good job in raising multiple mysteries in different eras because we'll be able to get answers, and then those answers will no doubt also connect to future answers that we need, and then we're just going to kind of be solving the mystery across time, and then we'll be able to, no doubt, like once this is over and like do a rewatch or something, we'll be able to see those differences. Chat, we are 2 likes away from 30 likes on the stream right now, and it would help out tremendously if you like literally smash that like button if you have not already and help us get closer and closer to that 30 likes on the stream. This is our season premiere watch party and review that we are doing live, and we will be doing live watch party and reviews for every single episode of Lanterns for this season. So make sure you guys are here, make sure you guys are locked in and ready to go, because this is kind of the tempo that we will be doing every single week. So like I said, hit that notification, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure you guys are here and ready to rock and roll with us as we jump back into chat, reading how you guys are feeling about this show and getting a pulse on the overall nerd community. George and May definitely been pulling up. Yes, sir. My guy said, I'm always lurking. That's a fact, George. That's a fact, man. Sick show. Hey, Stan, I'm happy you liked it. I'm happy you liked the show, bro. For real, for real. I don't like how they use the oath. It's not going to hit the same. Hearing it after would go so hard if John said it the first time. Yeah, but I don't like things like that. You know what I mean? That's kind of like when they save the big hero reveal for the very last step. Like, we kind of all know that already. And they dropped the oath in the trailer as well. So I'm really not mad at it. And I really also enjoy the fact that it was an alien, like, kind of mocking that oath. I think that's just a dope way to do it, because I feel like that's kind of the underlining like thing for Jon Stewart, is that he himself, he does uphold the oath. He does take that oath very seriously, but also he's not following it to a T. So in his own way, he is mocking the oath in that same way that the alien is, and he has to kind of go through that and learn how to feel those vibes, right? There is a reason why the head alien racist of Nebraska was reaching out to Green Lantern thinking that they were on some type of common ground, right? He is completely mistaking what the Green Lantern Corps is about, and in some ways, so is John, right? So is Hal, excuse me. So it's just like, yo, man, I really like that. I really like that. I think an alien racist is called a xenophobe or something, or a xeno something. It's like something in that line. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I mean, essentially. Yeah, yeah. Xenophobe. I think that's the word that we're looking for here. The first three usually lets you know if you're fully in or out. Yeah, those first three episodes are very pivotal to the entirety of what the show will be. How'd they get this right, but totally crash Supergirl? Oh man, I think that's just a completely different creative team and a lot of things like that, right? I think that's really how you just, different writers, different creators, different minds, they create, they understand, and they tell stories in multiple ways. And I think that's just how you get something like Supergirl, Superman, Lanterns, they all being so different in their own rights. Some people probably love Supergirl. Was I one of those people? No. But would I be mad at someone that loves Supergirl? Also no, because that movie really was not for me, right? I don't think Supergirl was even for the masses necessarily. I think they wanted it to be for the masses. And I kind of don't think they wanted it to be for the masses at the same time. Like, I don't think that movie was marketed as like, hey, here's your feel-good summer movie of the year. They didn't have that take on it. So I think that, that's how we got what we got. And with Superman being what it was, and so many people really enjoying that take on Superman and what James Gunn did, I think they were definitely expecting more of that level of it. And essentially, we had Supergirl being a James Gunn movie with absolutely no James Gunn, though, right? So that definitely made it different. I think Supergirl would have been a banger if James Gunn made it. Like, no lie. I think that movie would have been crazy if he actually made the movie, because when he makes movies, he does things a little bit differently. I'm not saying that he didn't have a say-so in this movie or have any creative direction, but I will say that I know James, like, we know from what he has said that James Gunn tries to let creators tell their stories and not try to have too much of a hand in the pot mixing it up, but he will add a little bit more ingredients along the way. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, bro, you forgot to add a pinch of salt here, some paprika, and the secret sauce or whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, welcome to the Super Fam. Eli, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the Super Fam. You're amazing. And thank you guys for 30 likes on the stream, yo. We just hit the big 30 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with us today and being able to enjoy this episode with us, man. It's just been such a good time. I gotta say so. It's been such a good time, right? How definitely not following the oath, exactly. They have aliens in the Green Lantern Corps. Exactly, bruh. Later in the season, I hope the audience isn't expected to forget an alien tried to kill multiple people with an explosion. I don't think that that's going to be something that they just overlook. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you have a really good point there. And I don't think that they'll do that. Like, they made it, like, I think they're making it very clear. The aliens clearly have some type of mission. So, you know, maybe whatever mission that they're on may be like, hey, yo, this is, they may subjugate it to the war being with the people of Nebraska on that ranch, the militia, or something along the lines of that, because maybe the militia has been kidnapping and torturing aliens in order to learn how to use their alien tech that was left behind when Abin Sur was murdered, right? There's a lot of things that we could go there that will make the aliens' actions not redeemable, but maybe seem a little more justifiable from their POV as an alien species who may be looking for people that they love or something like that, right? I think that could be a big possibility, but I don't think that's also something that we will just sweep under the rug as a, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta just kill people. Like, I don't think that's gonna be the thing at all. And I'm hoping it's not as well, Big T. But really good point there. Yeah, the war between man and manhunters. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. Great episode. Great episode, chat. Had a fantastic time. Like a really fantastic time. So, chat, what would you say your current Lanterns score is? What would you say your current Lantern score is? Where would you rate this show on a scale of 1 to 10? Where would, you know, what would you guys rate this current, what is your current Lanterns score, chat? Please let me know in the poll and in the comment section. And if you have any reasonings behind why you picked that, please add that in the comment section as well. I would say that we are at a solid 8 out of 10 start. If not, maybe even a Like, honestly, my first thought is saying like 7.8. Like, that's where I want to start it off. Is like a 7.8, maybe a 7.9. But as like, I think because I do want some more stuff, and do I don't know, man. I kind of feel like no. I'm lying. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because those couple of things that I was a little confused about, it actually, I was only confused about those things because I don't think I was paying attention when it said 2016 on the screen for the show. So I think that's actually a lot of my discrepancies come from not realizing that it was actually 2016. Because I was like, what? Why do they keep saying he's the only Green Lantern? I had like little stupid questions like that, but again, it's because I guess I wasn't just paying full attention when they did that. So from that whole 2016 to 2026 area, I had a couple of questions about what was going on, but those questions are now fully answered because we know what was really going on there. Also, Jon Stewart's dad shooting apples off of the top of his head in a way to remove fear from his heart. Insane. Absolutely diabolical. I mean, absolutely insane. I don't know what the hell they were doing there, but that is absolutely insane. Like, crazy, dude. Literally, absolutely crazy. Oh, snap. My neck just cracked like 30 times. But with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on this episode of Marvel Bros, where we did our watch party and review for the season premiere of Lanterns. Next week, we will be watching episode 2, and tomorrow we will be doing our full review as well as our after show for today's episode. So I hope to see all of you guys there. On Wednesday, we will be doing, of course, our new Comic Book Day live coverage at Comic Book Clubhouse. So again, make sure you guys tune in for that. And of course, on Friday, we will be reviewing all of the pop culture news of the week on The Cage, talking about everything comics, anime, gaming, and entertainment. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent Superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you later. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update,